Science and technology have played a crucial role in shaping societies and civilizations throughout history. From early agricultural innovations and traditional healing methods to modern scientific breakthroughs and digital advancements, humanity's pursuit of knowledge has continually transformed the way we live. In the Philippines, the evolution of science and technology has been deeply influenced by historical events, from pre-colonial ingenuity to colonial-era developments and post-independent innovation. This journey reflects not only progress but also the resilience and adaptability of the Filipino people in embracing new discoveries while preserving indigenous knowledge.
Did you know that before the Spaniards arrived, our ancestors already had a thriving system of science and technology?
Really? What kind of advancements did they have?
Our ancestors were actually skilled in farming techniques such as the kaingin and payatak methods.
And let's not forget their expertise in navigation. They built balangays, large boats used for trade and travel, which shows their advanced knowledge of astronomy and the sea.
They also had a deep understanding about metallurgy, pottery, and weaving. Their Babaylands and Catalanans practiced traditional healing using medicinal plants.
So even before colonization, Filipinos already had their own indigenous science and technology.
Before the Spaniards came, Filipinos were already aware of activities and practices related to science and technology. They have learned the curative values of plants and able to extract the medicine out of it. They had an alphabet, counting methods, weights, and measurement system, and a calendar that they based on the period of the moon. Early Spanish chronicles also noted that early Filipinos built a refined plank-built warship called Caracoa that well suited for inter-island trade. These records indicate that trading relationships have existed and established between the Philippines, China, and Vietnam.
Tanawa sa ganinyo. Kana? Amo na nga mga yuta. Apil ni ato ang gikuanan ron. Tanawan ninyo kung giunsa na mo pagpalambo ang among mga tanom gamit lamang ang kaingin ug payatak. Kana nagatugot sa amo ang mga kakaon, makatanom og mais, humay ug uban pa nga mga lagot mon.
Ug katong mga katigulangan namo sa una, kay baw sila mohimog mga sakayan sama sa balangay kay nagtapang sa mo sa pagpakiili sa mga produkto sa mga silingang isla.
Ug ang among mga babaylan ug albularyo, sila nag-ayo sa mga masakiton gamit lamang ang mga tanom ug ang pag-ampo.
Naghimo usab kamig mga kagamitan nga gamit ang metal. Bisag wala kami mga dagkong makina, apan nahait ang among hunahuna og kamot.
Sa una pa lang, kaininhero na ang among mga katigulangan. Nagdukod na sila og sistema sa patubig aron sa paglambo sa among mga kayutaan.
Sa una pa lang.
When the Spaniards arrived, they introduced Western scientific ideas. They built schools and hospitals to promote education and healthcare. Yes, they also taught new farming techniques and tools. The Spanish friars taught Filipinos how to plant crops like coffee, cacao, and tobacco.
Sadly, they control scientific knowledge and education, only allowing those elite Filipinos to education. Filipinos who are low income are deprived from such education.
Yeah, unfortunately.
was a big impact in the economic growth of the Philippines. Spaniards gave opportunity to the galleon trade to its potential to make huge profits. That is why agriculture and industrial development were not given focus and were neglected during this time. When Suez Canal was built, visiting each other countries for Europeans and Filipinos was made possible, and probably influenced by the rapid development of scientific ideas brought by the Age of Enlightenment.
Buenos dias, Banita.
Por favor, entre.
Gracias, caballeros.
At last, we have schools. But only the richer men can study. Still, science and math are part of the lessons. And the Spaniards brought the first printing press, which helped spread books and knowledge.
And look at our infrastructures! Our churches and houses that are made of stone and bricks are built with knowledge. They also introduced new farming techniques like the encomienda system, but it wasn't always fair. Many farmers have suffered from forced labor.
They also brought Western medicines, but discouraged the use of our traditional healing methods.
¿Quiénes son ustedes? ¿Qué estás haciendo aquí? ¡Síguelos!
During the American period, science and technology are rapidly developed. They introduced infrastructures, introduced public health system, and established institutions like Bureau of Science.
The Americans also emphasized science education, opening schools like the University of the Philippines to train future scientists and engineers.
So colonization brought new knowledge, but it also limited opportunities for many Filipinos. The Americans replaced Spaniards after they ruled the country, and the progress of science and technology has continued under their rule. It was also during the American period when science was inclined towards agriculture, food processing, forestry, medicine, and pharmacy, and not much focus were given on the development of the industrial technology due to free trade policy with the United States that nurtured an economic geared towards agriculture and trade.
Finally, education is for everyone, including women. Science, technology, and medicines are taught in schools.
Yes, and we have hospitals and trained doctors. More people are getting vaccinated and treated for diseases.
Our transportation has improved too. We now have cars, trains, and even airplanes.
But then, Japanese came and used science for war, to control our resources and forced labor.
Even in war, Filipinos fought back using intelligence and resilience. The guerrilla force used homemade and secret codes to communicate.
After gaining independence, the Philippines made huge advancements in science and technology.
Exactly. The government also established agencies like the Department of Science and Technology, or what we know as DOST, to support innovation and research.
And let's not forget our first Filipina scientist, Fi Del Mundo, the first woman who admitted to Harvard Medical School, revolutionized pediatric medicine in the country.
Agapito Flores, who contributed the new technologies like big screen.
After gaining independence, the Philippines focused on rebuilding and advancing science and technology.
We now have agencies like PAG-ASA for weather forecasting and DOST for science research.
And we are making our own inventions, from the moon baggie by Agapito Flores and the medical contributions of Dr. P. Del Mundo.
Technology has changed education too. We now use computers, online learning, and even research to improve our studies.
We are even launching satellites like Diwata 1, proving that Filipino can excel in space technology.
Science and technology continue to shape our country. It is up to us to keep innovating and improving.
That's correct.
From our ancestors' ingenuity to modern advancements, the Philippines has come a long way. The future of science and technology is in our hands.
It's amazing how much we've achieved despite all challenges.
And with continued support for science, we can make even more progress.
We must continue investing in research and education.
Because the future of science and technology in the Philippines is in our hands.
And with innovations and perseverance, we will pave the way.
And together, let us innovate and lead.
Ano to?
Also, Han.
And we are making our own inventions.
Hala, kabugay sa...
Kinison is tennis! Sigerlos! Kinison is... Kinison is tennis!
Together, let us innovate and lead.
Because the future of science and technology in the Philippines is in our hands.